So let's read the question. Triangle ABC and triangle DBC. So the big one over here is triangle ABC and triangle DBC are two isosceles triangles on the same base BC. So here triangle ABC and triangle DBC are two isosceles triangles on the same base BC. What is an isosceles triangle? A triangle in which two sides are equal. So which two sides are equal over here? Because we have two isosceles triangles on the same base, that means leave this side, the other two sides are equal. That means in triangle ABC, AB is equal to AC, and in triangle DBC, DB is equal to DC. Right? Next, vertices A and D are on the same side of BC. Vertices A and D both are above BC, so vertices A and D are on the same side of BC. If AD is extended to intersect BC at P, so basically AD is extended to intersect BC at P, then we have to show the following four things, right? So basically what we have in our figure, we have two isosceles triangles on the same base BC. Based on this, we have to show all these things. So let's begin. So in the first part, we have to show triangle ABD. Triangle ABD, this triangle is congruent triangle ACD. So we have to show these two triangles to be congruent. So how can I show these two triangles to be congruent? Simple. AB is equal to AC, one pair of corresponding sides. BD is equal to CD, another pair of corresponding side. AD over here is the common side. So all the three sides of this triangle correspond to all the three sides of this triangle. Hence they are congruent by SSS criteria. So let's write it down. So these two things over here are given to us. So I'll write given. AD is equal to AD, common side. So basically by SSS criteria, the two triangles are congruent, and we already given the congruent statement. So copy it as it is. Therefore triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. Which criteria have we used? Side, 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 triple S. So SSS congruence criteria. So it's very simple. The moment you mark what is given to you in the figure, it's very simple. So in these two triangles, this is equal to this is equal to this over here is a common side. So by triple S criteria, the two triangles are congruent. What is the second thing we have to prove? Triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. Now before we do that, right, see, because these two triangles are congruent, get the corresponding angles. See, all three corresponding sides are equal. So see, how do we get the corresponding angles? Simple. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1 corresponds to 1. So angle A of this triangle is equal to angle A of this triangle. That means angle A of this triangle is equal to angle A of this triangle. Right? Similarly, B is equal to C. So angle B of this triangle is equal to angle C of this triangle. See, how am I getting this? Simple. First letter corresponds to first letter. So angle A of triangle ABD, angle A of triangle ABD is equal to first letter, angle A of triangle ACD. Similarly, angle B of triangle ABD is equal to angle C of triangle ACD. Similarly, third letter corresponds to third letter. So angle D of this triangle is equal to angle D of this triangle. So angle D of this triangle is equal to angle D of this triangle. So whenever you get two congruent triangles and you have many parts in the questions, this will be used, right? So mark the corresponding angles. So we have marked it in our figure. Let's also write it over here and we write CPCT. So what is this angle over here? Angle BAD is equal to this angle over here, angle CAD. Next, this angle, angle ABD is equal to this angle, angle ACD. I hope it is clear how I got it. Simple. Second letter to second letter. So angle B of this triangle is equal to angle C of this triangle. Angle D of this triangle is equal to angle D of this triangle. So angle ADB is equal to angle ADC. What is the reason for this? CPCT. That is corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Right? So we're done with the first part. Now in the second part, we have to prove triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. That is these two triangles. So how do we do it? Simple. AB is equal to AC, right? Next, these two angles are equal. Next, AP over here is a common side. I repeat, see AB is equal to AC. I'll highlight the two triangles. See ABP, this big triangle and this big triangle, right? So AB is equal to AC. AP over here is a common side. Two sides, what is the included angle? Included angle is also equal. So SAS criteria, the two triangles are congruent. So let me rub this off and then I'll do the second part. So now let's move on to the second part. So which two triangles do we have? ABP and ACP. So in triangle ABP and triangle ACP. See, first thing I know is that in these two triangles, AB is equal to AC. So write it down. AB is equal to AC. How do I know this? This over here is given to us. So mention in bracket, given. Next, we just saw that this angle is equal to this angle. So what is this angle? Angle BAP. So angle BAP is equal to this angle over here, angle CAP. You can mention bracket from part 1. So in part 1 we have shown this. So you can say over here from part 1. Next, what can I say about AP? AP is a common side. See, AP over here is a common side. AP is part of triangle ABP. AP is also part of triangle ACP. So AP is a common side. So we'll say AP is equal to AP. What is the reason? Common side. So what do we have? In two triangles we have shown two corresponding sides and the included angle to be equal. So by SAS criteria, the two triangles are congruent. So right over here, this implies triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. And what is the criteria we've used? SAS. So I'll write over here SAS congruence criteria or SAS congruence rule. So whenever you have to show two triangles to be congruent, first see what is given to you. First thing I saw was that AB is equal to AC. Next I saw we just derived this. These two angles are equal. Next I saw AP is a common side. Now let's say in the previous question you do not derive these two angles to be equal. How will you figure out these two angles are equal? Simple. Let's say I do not know these two angles are equal. Just look at these two triangles ABP and ACP. AB is equal to AC, given to me. AP over here is a common side. So two corresponding sides are equal. That means the included angle also has to be equal. What is the included angle over here? This. What is the included angle over here? This. That means you have to show these two angles to be equal. So in case you forgot in the first part to show it, you'll see over here that I have to show these two angles to be equal. Only then can I apply SAS criteria. How can I show these two angles to be equal? We just showed these two triangles to be congruent. So by CPCT, show them to be equal and then they'll come, right? So by SAS criteria, these two triangles are congruent. So now we're done with the second part. Again, because we have shown two triangles to be congruent, let's mark the corresponding angles. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So first letter to first letter, angle A is equal to angle A, done. Next, second letter to second letter, angle B is equal to angle C. Now see, angle B, that means this entire angle is equal to this entire angle, right? So what I'm going to do is, to make this easy, see, we know that these two angles are equal. So I'll say this over here is X, this over here is also X, right? Now what is this entire angle? Let's say this entire angle is Y. So I'll say this entire angle is Y, right? So what will this entire angle be? Y. Now if I ask you what is this remaining angle, what will it be? The entire angle minus this. So it will be Y minus X. In case this is not clear, what you can do is take this angle to be Y. So this angle over here will also be Y. So we know the entire angle is the same. So what is the entire angle? X plus Y. This is also X plus Y. So basically these two angles are equal. I repeat, what I'm getting at is that these two angles are equal. Why? See, understand this with a different figure over here. See, we know that this angle, let me draw these two angles over here. So we know that this angle over here is equal to this angle, right? Now, next thing we know is that the entire angle is equal to the entire angle, right? So what is this entire angle? This plus this. What is this entire angle? This plus this. Since these two parts are equal, these two parts also have to be equal. Why? Only then will the two angles be equal. See, let's say this over here is X, this over here is also X. Now let's say the entire angle is Y. So what will this angle be? entire angle minus this. So this will be y minus x. Similarly, here also the entire angle is y. So what is this angle? Y minus x, right? So basically these two angles are equal. So basically what we can conclude is that this angle over here is equal to this angle over here. So basically angle B is equal to angle C. So I'll write it over here. That is angle B is equal to angle C. Next, we already know that these two angles are equal. So angle ABD is equal to angle ACD, right? I repeat, see we just saw that angle B is equal to angle C. These two angles are already equal. So just subtract this, minus both sides. So we'll get angle DBP is equal to angle C minus this angle is this angle over here, angle DCP. This will be used in the third part. So keep this in mind. So now we are done with the second part. That is, we have shown these two triangles to be congruent. So now let me rub this off and then we'll move on to the third part. So similarly, let's move on to the third part. So in the third part, we have to show AP bisects angle A as well as angle D. So where is AP? AP is over here. We have to show it bisects angle A as well as angle D. So what do we mean by it? See, AP bisects angle A. That means AP is dividing angle A in two equal parts. So we've already shown these two angles are equal. So first part is done. Next, we have to show AP also bisects angle D. So this entire angle over here is angle D. So we also have to show that these two angles are equal. So now how do we show these two angles to be equal? We have already shown these two angles to be equal. Now this over here is a straight line. These two angles form a linear pair. So we can show it easily. Let me show you how. So in third part will be prove that AP bisects angle A. See, we have already shown that angle BAD is equal to angle CAD. Why? Because triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. That is part 1. So in part 1 we have already shown that these two angles are equal. Now we have to show that these two angles are also equal, right? So there are two ways by which you can do it. I'll show you both the ways. See, we already know these two angles are equal. So let's say this over here is x, this over here is also x, right? Earlier we have shown these two angles are equal. So I'll write it once again. That is angle ADB is equal to angle ADC, right? I'm assuming them to be x. From where did I get this? We proved this in part 1. That is the same reason. Triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD. So by CPCT, we got these two angles to be equal. You can give reference of part 1. Now, what I want you to do is, see, I have to show these two angles to be equal. Now see, AP over here is a straight line. I repeat, AP over here is a straight line. So what can I say about these two angles? Two angles next to each other in a straight line. I repeat, look at these two angles, this angle and this angle. Two angles next to each other on a straight line. So they'll form a linear pair. So that means this angle, that is angle ADB. So we have angle ADB plus, what is this angle? Angle BDP is equal to 180 degrees. I repeat, see, I'll remove these three lines to avoid confusion. See, I want you to look at this angle over here and this angle over here. So basically these two angles form a linear pair. So angle ADB plus angle BDP is equal to 180 degrees. What is the reason? They form a linear pair, right? So we can get the value of angle BDP from here. What is angle BDP? Angle BDP is 180 degrees minus angle ADB, right? And what have we assumed angle ADB to be? To be x. So I'll say angle BDP is equal to 180 degrees minus x. Box this. Similarly, these two angles form a linear pair. This angle and this angle. Two angles next to each other on a straight line. So this angle plus this angle is also 180. So angle ADC plus this angle, angle CDP is equal to 180 degrees. What is the reason? Again a linear pair. So now let's get the value of angle CDP from here. So angle CDP is equal to 180 degrees minus angle ADC. What is angle ADC? X. So angle CDP is equal to 180 degrees minus x. Let's say call this 1, call this 2. So what do we observe from 1 and 2? Right hand side is the same. That means the left hand side has to be the same. So basically angle BDP is equal to angle CDP. So I'll write over here from 1 and 2 we have angle BDP is equal to angle CDP. Right? So basically these two angles are equal. So this angle over here is equal to this angle over here, and this angle over here is equal to this angle over here. Therefore AP is bisecting angle A as well as angle D. Right? So this implies AP bisects angle A and which angle? Angle D. Right? So here also the two angles are equal, here also the two angles are equal. Right? So this is how we can show it. I repeat once again. See, we have to show AP bisects angle A. So prove these two angles are equal. We have already shown. Next, prove these two angles are equal. We have shown. Prove these two angles are equal. We have just shown over here. Right? So this is one way by which you can show these two angles to be equal. Now let me tell you another way by which you can show these two angles to be equal. So let me first rub this off. So previously we have shown one way by which we can show these two angles to be equal. Now let me tell you another way by which you can show these two angles to be equal. See, I want to show this angle and this angle to be equal. So whenever I want to show two sides or two angles to be equal, what do? Choose two triangles which have these as their parts and show them to be congruent. So now choose two triangles which have these angles as their part. So this angle is part of triangle BDP and this angle is part of triangle CDP, right? So take these two triangles. So we have in triangle DBP and triangle DCP. So I'm basically taking these two triangles. Now what do I know about them? First of all, BD is equal to CD. Write it down. So BD is equal to CD. Why? This over here is given to us. What else do I know over here? I know that DP over here is a common side, right? So right over here, DP is equal to DP, common side. So DP is equal to DP. What is the reason? Common side. Now, what else do I know? See, previously we proved that triangle ABP is congruent triangle ACP, right? So from here, we clearly get BP is equal to CP. So from here, we get BP is equal to CP. So I'll write this congruent statement once again. That is triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Get the side corresponding to BP. BP is second and third letter here. This will correspond to second and third letter, that is CP. So therefore BP is equal to CP. What is the reason? CPCT. So I'll write over here CPCT and this over here is from 2. So basically BP is equal to CP, right? So which criteria have we used? So basically we have shown in these two triangles all the three corresponding sides are equal. That is, this is equal to this. This over here is a common side and this is equal to this. So by SSS condition, the two triangles are congruent. So I'll write over here, this implies triangle DPB or DBP is congruent to triangle DCP, right? We can verify the congruent statement. See, BD should be equal to CD, BD is equal to CD, DP is equal to DP, and BP is equal to CP. What is the criteria we've used? SSS criteria. So using SSS criteria, we have shown these two triangles to be congruent. The moment two triangles are congruent, these two angles are equal by CPCT. How do we get it? See, this over here is angle D of this triangle. This over here is angle D of this triangle. Let's check. So label this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So where is D over here? First letter. So first letter will correspond to first letter. That means angle D of this triangle is equal to angle D of this triangle. So what is angle D of triangle DBP? This over here. So therefore this angle, that is angle BDP, is equal to angle D of this triangle. So angle D of this triangle is this over here. That is angle CDP. What is the reason? CPCT. Right? So this is another way by which you can show these two angles to be equal. So these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal. This implies AP is the angle bisector of angle A and angle D. So this implies AP bisects angle A and angle T, right? So this is another way by which you can prove these two angles to be equal. So it's up to you. In general, whenever you want to prove two parts to be equal, sides or angles, generally we take two triangles, prove them to be congruent, and by CPCT get them to be equal. Here, because these two angles are already equal, and this over here is a linear pair, that is why in the first method, we directly use the linear pair, right? It's up to you. You can either use the previous method or this method, your choice. Frankly speaking, I'm more comfortable with this method. It is much more clean, right? But it's up to you. You can use either this method or the previous method, right? So this is how you show AP is the bisector of angle A and angle T. So now I've done the third part. Similarly, let me rub this off and we'll move on to the fourth part. So similarly, let's move on to the fourth part. In the fourth part, we have to prove that AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. What that means is that perpendicular means that we have to show these two angles are 90. Bisecting BC. Bisect BC means to divide BC in two equal parts. So we have to show BP is equal to CP. I repeat, how do we show AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC? Perpendicular bisector means it is perpendicular to BC. So each of these angles is 90. And it is bisecting BC, that means it is dividing BC in two equal parts. That is, we have to show BP is equal to CP. So how do we do it? See, whenever you want to show two corresponding sides is equal, what do? Choose two triangles which have these sides, prove them to be congruent. So BP is part of this triangle, CP is part of this triangle. Now previously I just showed these two triangles to be congruent. Nevertheless, we'll do it once again. So we have to show these two triangles to be congruent. So take them once again. So in triangle DBP and triangle DCP, what do I know? First, DB is equal to DC. So DB is equal to DC. Why? This over here is given to us. So I'll write over here, this over here is given to us. Next, previously we just showed these two angles to be equal. I repeat, previously we just showed these two angles to be equal. So angle BDP is equal to angle CDP, right? From which part? From part 3. That is, we just show that AP is bisecting this angle. So I'll write over here from part 3. So in general, whenever in a question you have multiple parts, you have to use them again and again. Next, DP over here is a common side. So DP is equal to DP. What is the reason? Common side. So what have we shown? In two triangles, two corresponding sides, and the included angle is also equal. So by which criteria? SAS. So by SAS criteria, the two triangles are congruent. So this implies triangle DBP is congruent to triangle. See, DB corresponds to DC, so triangle DCP. And what is the criteria we used? SAS. So I'll mention over here side angle side congruence rule. So previously I showed this by SSS. You can also use SAS, up to you. So basically now these two triangles are congruent. The moment two triangles are congruent, we can get BP is equal to CP. How do we get it? Get the corresponding side to BP from the congruent statement. So this over here is the congruent statement. Label 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now I want the side corresponding to BP. Look for BP in your congruent statement. BP is over here. BP second and third letter. So second and third letter will correspond to second and third letter. What is second and third letter here? BP. This is equal to second and third letter here, that is CP. So we have got BP is equal to CP, CPCT. Similarly, I want these two angles to be equal. See, this over here is a straight line. So these two angles will be equal. What is this angle? Angle P of this triangle. What is this? Angle P of this triangle. Let's see if they're same or not. Look for angle P. Angle P is third letter here. Third letter will correspond to third letter P. So angle P corresponds to angle P. So angle P of triangle DBP. So angle P of triangle DBP, this over here, that is angle BPD, is equal to angle P of this triangle. So triangle over here, angle P of this triangle, this, angle DPC. Right? So we got these two things to be equal. How? CPCT. Now we have just shown that BP is equal to CP, but we still have to show these two angles are 90. So how do we show it? See, we have shown these two angles are equal, right? So let's say this is X, so this will also be X. I repeat, we just showed these two angles to be equal. So let's say both the angles are equal to X. Now what is BC over here? It is a straight line. What are these two angles? Two angles next to each other on a straight line. So these two angles form a linear pair. I repeat, BC is a straight line. Two angles next to each other on a straight line. They'll form a linear pair. So therefore this angle, angle DPB, plus this angle, angle DPC, is equal to 180 degrees. What is the reason? Linear pair, right? I repeat, what is the reason? Linear pair. Now both the angles are equal. I repeat, both the angles are equal. This is x, this is x. So I'll say x plus x, that is 2x, is equal to 180 degrees. So x is equal to 180 divided by 2, that is 90 degrees. So what is the value of x? X is 90. Now we know each of these angle is x. So angle DPB is equal to angle DPC, that is equal to x, that is equal to 90 degrees. Hence proved. So basically we have shown that both these angles are 90 and BP is equal to CP. This implies AP is the perpendicular bisector of this. See, what is perpendicular bisector? It should be perpendicular to BC. That means these two angles should be 90. We have shown. It is bisecting BC, that means it is dividing BC into equal parts. So BP should be equal to CP over here. So this over here, I'll put a star, and this over here, I'll put a star. So based on these two things, we have proved that. So you can write over here, I'm running out of space, but you can write, this implies, let's say we call this over here 1, and we call this over here 2. So you can write over here from 1 and 2, AP is the perpendicular bisector, symbol for perpendicular, bisector of BC. I repeat, label this as 1 and label this as 2. See, for perpendicular bisector, we need two things. One is this is equal to this, call it 1. Next, these two angles are 92. So from 1 and 2, AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. So this is how you solve this question. So let me do a recap. See, just go step by step. First step is always mark what is given to you. AB is equal to AC, BP, BD is equal to CD. Then go step by step. First you have to prove these two triangles to be congruent. These two sides are equal. These two sides are equal. This is the common side. So by triple S, the two triangles are congruent. Now since these two triangles are congruent, these two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. These two angles are equal. Next we have to prove triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. So again, AB is equal to AC. This angle is equal to this angle. AP is a common side. So SAS criteria, two triangles are congruent. Next we have to prove AP bisects angle A and angle D. These two angles are already equal, CP, CT. These two are equal. How do we show these two angles to be equal? Two methods. Either take these two as a linear pair, we'll get them the same, or prove these two triangles is congruent, again these two will be equal. Next, fourth part, prove AP is the perpendicular bisector. Simple, just get these two triangles to be congruent, so BP is equal to CP, these two angles are equal. Now these two angles form a linear pair, hence they have to be 90 each, right? As simple as that, right? So this is how you solve this question.